Hey there, I am Casey Zaugg, your iFit trainer. You'll notice we're starting things out a little differently today because we are immersed in Old Town Hoi An in Vietnam. We'll be riding through the tourists during our tempo workout today, so get ready to spin slow with high resistance here. So let's get on the saddle and start rolling. You'll see that we're caught up in a very popular section of Old Town today. Tourists aplenty, enjoying this UNESCO World Heritage Site. So our warm-up today will be at a little bit lower cadence, but the resistance is high. So keep it at about 40 to 50 on your RPM, but with the resistance higher, each pedal stroke still requires a little effort as we navigate through these crazy streets in Old Town Hoi An. And given it's the Lunar New Year, it's especially crowded. But this is a perfect taste of Vietnam. Yeah, that. Let's beep beep our way through here. Thank you. Fun, right? Beep beep. So today, after we get through this first warm-up, we will be starting our tempo section of the series with two. Oh, excuse me. Oh, perfect timing. With two tempos and then 4 minutes of rest between each tempo interval. It's gonna be a little bit of craziness as we navigate these crowded streets here in Old Town Hoi An in Vietnam. But you can see that it's vibrant in terms of the colors, the sights, sounds, smells, and peoples who are enjoying this beautiful city that was once a chief trading post for Japanese, Chinese, and Vietnamese merchants in the spice trade. We even got Europeans involved as well. But now it's just been preserved and has become a very popular tourist attraction given the architecture. We've still got a couple more minutes of warm-up. Let's see if we can zip through here. Woo! Crazy. Excuse us. Your cadence should still be about 50 here. We're still warming up at an RPE of 2 to 3. Our tempo will be an RPE of between 6 and 7. Since we're just starting off the series, we don't want to go out too strong. But the tempo pace is one of the more fun levels of effort because it's not quite at your functional threshold power, but you're really feeling that burn in your quads and hamstrings and calves as you're pushing it. It's just below or sometimes at an endurance race pace. And there's no better way to get a tempo going than through the crazy crowds of Vietnam. It almost reminds me of trying to navigate the traffic of Ho Chi Minh City. It's controlled chaos. Plenty of fruit stands, banana pancakes, artisan crafts. Keep spinning. We got less than a minute of warm-up to go. Keep going. Keep that rate going up in terms of your RPE because I want to get up to a 4 now before we kick off our first tempo pace. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. We're just doing a little bit of our own version of the Vietnamese motorbike beep beep here because it's necessary. Don't want to be obtrusive, polite as possible, but let the pedestrians know we're coming through. And we've got our first tempo pace, lower cadence, high resistance in 2, 1, push it now. Your cadence should be between 50 and 60. I've got the resistance turned up. Each tourist we pass, think of that as a big effort pedal stroke. A little fun, a little unique, an interesting way to kick off our tempo series in Vietnam. Are you feeling that resistance with each pedal stroke? I know I am. Woo! Maybe come out of the saddle a little bit. Engage your core. Beep, 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 beep. Oh man, each pedal stroke, you can feel that effort. Beep, beep. Oh, the insanity of working through this first tempo interval. We've got the core muscles engaged. We've got some track stand skills going on. There's nothing like controlled chaos of Vietnam. And we had to start the workout in Old Town right next to the Japanese covered bridge because it's so iconic. With the French colonial architecture here, as well as the heavy Southeast Asian influence, we're getting, whoa, excuse us, an experience like none other. This is a little too much fun. But don't forget, you've still got a cadence of about 60 here on your tempo. High resistance. Some of these lanterns are turning on. We're approaching it at dusk, so everything is just magical here. Keep your effort between an RPE of 6 to 7. Remember, that's not your functional threshold power. You should be able to hold this for a really long time. And we're going to train you in this series to slowly increase the output, the watts, the power you to deliver to the pedals as we draw out with our VO2 max, tempo, endurance, and FTP intervals. We're just over halfway done with this one. We ebb and flow with the traffic. I want you to keep your cadence now between a 60 and 70. Oh, this is too much fun. I can see why Dutch and other European merchants decided to come all the way over here on the spice trade, given how beautiful it is here. I think these tricycles up here are also keeping up a pretty impressive tempo workout. We'll give a little pass to show some of the power we're laying down. Hello! Hello! Xin chào. Woo! You feeling that? Spin circles. And what I mean by that is a full pedal stroke around. Don't just engage the downstroke, but up and circle through. We've got so many amazing things to see. I don't want to lose out on the effort that you need to be putting down. Hello, beep beep. As part of this tempo. We're not done yet. Got just over a minute. Keep it up. Thematically, this workout definitely is setting the tone for what Vietnam is like. Back into the crowds. This is too fun. You're doing a great job. Keep that cadence 60 to 70 now. Beep, beep. Thank you. Great work. Keep it up. RPE between 6 and 7. And I think where you are on the leaderboard, I want to see your effort sustained where you hold your position. There's been a lot of movement with people riding this interval series, and so you need to hold your own. Keep the effort high. Don't let all these pesky tourists get in the way. We can just keep spinning. We got another 10 seconds. Beep, beep. Fun little intersection right here we'll work through. Beep, beep, as we wrap up. Great job finishing up that last interval. We've now got 4 minutes of rest. So we want you to drop your effort down to a 3, an RPE of 3, cadence between 40 and 50. We've got enough resistance to make sure you're working while we're having a bit of recovery from that, the first tempo interval of today's workout. How was that? You enjoying this so far? I know I've seen a lot of interesting things that I'd like to sample while I'm here. I hope the banana pancakes aren't drawing your attention too much. Beep, 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 beep. Keep the spinning going, you're doing great. There's nothing like a bike ride to engage all the muscles. Core, arms, quads, calves. Normally on long flat rides, you're not going to be engaging the core muscles too much because you're not going to be out of the saddle. But we got to do a little bit of a slow down pause as we're riding through all of these densely trafficked areas. We've got lots of work to do on that. Great work. Keep going. We're still at an RPE of 3. Enjoy the views as we're navigating through this, because this is quintessential Vietnam. Wow, look at that. Look at that entry to the footbridge into Old Town. This is beautiful. And I think most other people tend to agree and appreciate how great this is. Woo! Of the rest, before we'll start our second tempo interval. Woo! Let this open up a bit. Enjoy the rest. This is crazy. You got Spider-Man doing army crawls, smoke ice cream, massages, grilling meats. I mean, a total sensory overload. But get ready now for our next tempo. Now we can open it up a bit more. Cadence of 70, RPE of 7 here. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, now we're moving. Now we're moving. We can totally fill this. Quick left here. Boom. Take a fun little alleyway here as we're tempoing it up. Nice. Nice work. Now that was a crazy intro to Old Town, given how dense the foot traffic was. But it's not a Vietnam advanced performance interval series without some serious resistance through the crowds as we're keeping our tempo pace. RP of 6 to 7 at this point, cadence of 70, trending 80. Hold it, you're doing great. Take a little bit of an expansive view of this less traffic bridge. This is awesome. You are doing fantastic. I think you've got some serious navigation skills going on. Weaving your way through the cars, the motorbikes, the pedestrians. This has been an exceptional start to this series. Given the recognition of Old Town Hoi An as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, we absolutely want to come and enjoy the beauty and the deep immersive culture that it has to offer. Hello! Keep going. Follow the flow. Hello! Tempo pace as a family, I love it! Typically motorbikes carry 2 people. Sometimes they can carry 6. I've seen entire families on them. Now, hello! Now we've moved from foot traffic to dodging motorbikes. It's all part of a workout here in Vietnam. Are you holding that cadence 70 to 80 right now? Keep your effort between 6 and 7. Remember, tempo is below functional threshold power, and functional threshold power is an effort you can hold for about an hour before becoming too fatigued. And so the tempo pace, which is my personal favorite training level because it pushes you just enough to get really gassed, but not over the top where at the end of the workout you're screaming at yourself. It's fun, it's intense, but it's not taste blood in your mouth extreme. Okay, let's navigate this. Keep that cadence high. Spin, spin, spin. Follow the flow. Nice. Beep, 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 beep. Let's just enjoy this. Go with the flow here. 2 minutes left. This is awesome. Hey, hey. Woo! We got Vietnamese cheerleaders. We're navigating tight corridors. This is crazy. Love it. Lights are on, lanterns are glowing. I couldn't think of a better way to introduce tempo intervals than doing this here in Hoi An. Okay, we're gonna turn left here. We'll let this guy blaze the trail for us. Let's get ahead of this car, zip in here, just weave our way. Nice. Nice. Oh, very good. Okay, we got just over a minute. Keep that tempo up. RPE of 6 to 7 here. Cadence high. I think we got some people competing with us on the leaderboard. Sorry about that. Let's keep spinning. Nice work. Remember, the resistance on this ride has been higher given the ebb and flow of the tourist foot traffic as well as the motorbikes and cars. Be careful at the intersection. Once we let this car pass, we'll be able to zip through. Keep spinning, super high resistance here. Nice work, let's go, peg it. We got 30 seconds left. I want you to lead out for the last 30 seconds of this tempo. Just go straight ahead. You got it. Great work. Got a little bit of a market set up here. Knickknacks and toys for the kids. Little park here on our right. No better way to finish out a tempo than think about maybe some of those things we'd like to get for the little ones. Okay, wind it down here. In 3, 2, 1, dial it back. Woo! I think we gotta give each other a little bit of a bones here on that one. Boom! We survived that. That was amazing. Crazy all at the same time. Okay, we got 4 minutes of rest before we move to our cool down. So how was that for your first tempo interval set here in Vietnam? We've got 3 more after that. Okay, let's watch traffic. Of course, you just go with the flow. Keep spinning here, 40 to 50. Resistance is high. Okay, people are gonna roll through. Rolling stop sign, I guess. Let's go. Intersections, nah. Win in Rome, right? Well, I mean, win in Vietnam, but you get what I'm saying. During this series, we will be exploring lush jungles, beautiful cultural sites, amazing scenic overlooks, all here in central Vietnam, in Hoi An, Da Nang, and Hue. And we have already knocked out our first VO2 max interval and now our tempo interval. These fun little side streets and corridors gets us away from some of the heavier touristed sections. It's kind of nice to be able to see what the local people would experience or encounter on a daily basis. So we're not just inundated with tourist spots. In addition, we're taking a little bit of a secret back way to finish today's ride at a beach. So not only did we get to see historic old town Hoi An, but we're gonna go finish on a beautiful sandy beach with the sun setting in the horizon. Now it's a little overcast because we're finishing up the rainy season, but the ambiance is just spot on. Okay, let's watch for traffic here. Definitely would not want a bus to take us out. Nice work. Hey, we've survived this. I think that honestly, these 2 tempo efforts, even the rest periods, are probably ones that you'll never forget. We've now transitioned to rice paddies. A nice strong breeze kicks up to help us as we're gonna start cooling down here. This was awesome. Experienced a little bit of everything during that ride today. And you did a phenomenal job navigating those super difficult sections where there were just people everywhere. We're now at our cool down, so dial back your cadence to about 50 to 60 here. Keep an RP of 2 to 3. I don't want you to stop the effort, but let's cool down and enjoy the last of this ride before we hit the beach. And wow, beautiful rice paddies on either side with this elevated path. It almost makes you forget that as of 10 minutes ago, we were surrounded on all sides with people from all over the world coming to check out the Japanese covered bridge, where Hoi-an converged all merchants from all over the world to come and do business there. Quick little left here over the canal. Didn't require us to look for traffic as much as it did the last few turns we've done. So it's nice to have a cool down, both in terms of stress-inducing tourists as well as the navigation work. The temperature's down a little bit with that breeze. It's very pleasant. That was a phenomenal effort that you put in. I know that to kick off a series like this with such high resistance is not an easy task, especially after coming at it after you've done those VO2 max improvement intervals. We've got a lot more fun ahead of us. Fun and pain is the name of the game with intervals, but it means that you'll see improvement in the rate at which you can deliver power for an hour or more for the FTP. We've got endurance workouts to continue to establish that base, and it gives you a little bit more of recovery from tempo as well as the VO2 max. So this is an all-inclusive workout series to develop multiple facets of your power delivery system. And we're going to explore beautiful Vietnam in the process. Hello.
Hello.
We'll be wrapping up our ride here just in a little bit. I'm glad you decided to join me on this extended cool down so we could really spin the legs out, keep that RPE 2 to 3, calm down emotionally from the ride we just undertook through Old Town, Hoi-an. Come and enjoy a beach overlook to wrap up today's ride. A little bit crazy, but a bit fun. Now this is a great way to finish a ride. I am Casey, your iFit trainer. Maybe we'll go take a quick dip in the water to cool down after the cool down. Until I see you on the next interval segment, keep spinning. Peace.